first of all, what was it specifically about the Gamecocks that turned you to make this decision?
I feel like Carolina is a really good program. It's on the rise. I have an opportunity to go in and play early, make an impact to the team. Of course, it's close. I mean, it's right under an hour from my house, so it's very close. All my family can come to games. I just feel like it was the right place for me.
And what about Shane Beamer in terms of his interest in that coaching staff over the last X number of weeks? What was that process like? Because obviously they made an impression on you.
I feel like with Coach Beamer, he's just been there, recruiting me hard since the start, since I was a freshman. So, I've gotten to know him, got to know him. Just building that relationship has always been something that's always been in the back of my mind.
And you talked about kind of making an impact right away. You expect to, when you do get there, to get a lot of minutes right away on the line?
Of course, that's what I want, but nothing's just given. I got to earn it. Of course, if I can go in and play early, that's the plan, but there's work to be done.
What is the significance of this game in terms of your journey from when you were a little bitty dude to now you're going to play college football?
Of course, the reason why I chose today is my mom's birthday. She grew up a Carolina fan, but that's why I didn't really publicize it because, people can crack codes quick. But this is something I've been waiting for a long time, looking forward to. So having this day here, it just feels great.
Did she pressure you at all to pick the Gamecocks?
Oh, no, definitely not. She was comfortable wherever I was comfortable. So, if I had to go across the country, she would have been there every step of the way.
Did you grow up a South Carolina fan?
Actually, no, I did not. I grew up a Florida fan, but, South Carolina was always there, and I always watched South Carolina.
And why was it important to you to make the decision now, still in your junior season, ahead of your senior year still to come?
Just to slow down recruitment, step away from the camps, from all the calls, from the texts and everything. Just now I can control the process.
Now, speaking of that, to that end, is this it? These are your guys, and you don't want to receive any more phone calls because the way college football is, as you well know, is it doesn't stop till it stops. You know what I'm saying? What's your mindset there about these other schools may still say, hey, dude, here's another pitch?
I'm an all-in type of guy, so now that I'm committed to a school, that's a school I'll be visiting, that's a school I'll be rooting for, and that's a school I'll be preparing to come in and play for.
Now, have you heard from Shane Beamer yet today?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I've been talking to Coach Beamer all day, but I haven't, since I just pulled the trigger. I know he's probably ecstatic right now.
Yeah, you got to check your phone soon.
Yes, ma'am.
Probably got a lot of messages.
How do you think your high school career prepared you for this? And, Coach Ford and all the support in the community, how did all this prepare you for today?
It definitely prepared me a lot. I know when I came to Woodland as a 7th grader, transferring from the Charleston area. Coming in, it was just always a warm welcome, like a family feel. So growing up in that, it really prepared me as a man, just knowing that family is important.
Who were some of the other key figures in South Carolina, whether it's coaches or mids, or who were some of those other guys that played big parts for you?
Big guys in my recruitment, of course, Coach Beamer, Coach Teasley, Coach Atkins, Taylor Edwards, and then recruits Dante Reno, Montague Raines, all those type of guys.
How much with Dante? I know he's obviously pretty active on Twitter, and y'all being in the same class. How much has he been hitting you up here? I guess it's a couple weeks later.
Oh, he's been doing a great job as a recruiter. He committed before all of us, but he was recruiting us before he even committed. And him being a quarterback, that kind of works, offensive lineman, quarterback type vibe. So, this is perfect.
So I guess your sights are now set on Josiah.
Yes, sir, definitely. Yes, sir. ACL too.
Okay,
yes, sir.
What does it mean to have all the support in this room, friends, teammates, of course, all your coaches? What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. I grew up with most of these kids, since I was 12, 13 years old. So, now having them there, patting me on my back, clapping for me, it's just a blessing.
Your head coach, what does he mean to you and really in this decision?
Coach Ford, he means a lot. He watched me grow up. From barely being able to do drills to being a top-ranked player. He's always told me just to be patient, put in work, and do everything I can do and control what I can control.
Are you kind of glad this is over?
Yes, sir.
Why are you glad?
Like I said before, just the text and everything, it can get a little overwhelming, all the different interviews and stuff. So, just now I can kind of slow down and just focus on getting better at football.
With you and Dante being part of the 2024, how actively are you going to be recruiting the other guys? And you think this can be a domino to start with some other guys maybe committing soon, maybe in the next few weeks and months?
It's going to be big. I'm all in, like I said. I'm willing to recruit whoever I got to recruit. I have a couple guys in mind that I would like to recruit. me and Dante, you know, we've been talking a little bit, but I kind of stepped away from him just to kind of get him on my trail a little bit so he wouldn't know where I was committing. But, yeah, we're definitely going to be hot recruiting.
What about Josiah? Is he one of the guys you're going to Josiah Thompson's from Dillon?
Oh, yes, sir. We're coming after Josiah. You know, he's another great offensive tackle in state. So it'd be great to have him as well.
When did you tell Coach Beamer?
I silently committed last Saturday. I went up to Carolina and committed.
What was his reaction when you did tell him the news?
Oh, he was ecstatic. I have a video I'll probably post on Instagram later. I mean, you can't see it, but I was mic'd up, and you could just hear the joy in his voice whenever I told him the news.
I know you talked about Coach Teasley a little bit, but with him taking over as the O-line coach, what did you think of that news, and how has y'all's relationship sort of built over the last couple of years?
I feel like it flows a lot. Coach Teasley, he's been training me in camp and everything. He's been there. He knows the program. He's right under Coach Atkins' wing. He's been running the meetings for the longest. So I just feel like the only thing that changed with Coach Teasley is just the title. He's been doing the work. He's been doing what he needed to do.
Remember last summer when you went up for the camp and worked out, you talked about how important that was to be able to get that aspect of it on the field with those guys. Was that a pretty kind of a turning point for you?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. That was definitely a factor. You know, having coaches that coach, you know what I'm saying? Not just standing around or, you know, fetching tools for the head offensive line coach. Everybody coaching to get, you know what I'm saying, the prospect better. And that's why I feel like it worked for me, because they made some valuable points in camp and just, you know, gave me some good information.
A scouting report. How would you describe your game offensively as a lineman? What do you your strengths, and what do you got to get better on?
As an offensive lineman, I feel like my main aspect will probably be my movement and how I get around for an offensive lineman. I feel like I move around more than most my size, so getting up the field, you know, just trying to move around and dominate blocks, you know what I'm saying, running, driving off the ball, and stuff like that. Things I could probably work on. You can always get better with hand placement and counter moves and everything.
You graduate in December, or
Yes, sir. I plan on being a mid-year, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir, of course.